Some people say that I'm good at that. I'll start by just acknowledging Aon and Brad Smith and the company for allowing us to use this beautiful facility this morning. Weather, of course, is a federal issue with no control outside, but we are in great shape inside. Income tax refund, Brad tells me, is on the 12th floor. If anybody wants to check that out before you leave, that would be great. We do have Joe and granddaughter Rachel right here. That's the little lady who was in the pamphlet with me this year. She's wide awake now, which is good. And of course, another very significant component to our early morning Peterborough is one Mike Mellon. And I saw Mike right back here.
Yes.
I'm surprised you're still up at this time of day after all those hours you spent working away or whiling away so early in the morning. But Mike has moved on to Impact Communications. This has become a real guru in your field, and I appreciate you taking time to be here this morning. I thank everybody for taking time to be here this morning. When I first ran for office in 2010, motivated as I was to try to move this community closer to its potential, the first major proposal that I made was a 10-point agenda for economic renewal. I did so because economic performance is clearly one of the most important factors in the well-being of our city and of our region. And the key to our ability to set the course for a positive and productive future. Over the past 4 years, all of those 10 points have been acted on and have had a good, clear measure of success. All in all, there is no doubt that the business community now has a better understanding of the city's respect for business and its approach to business, which is job creation. As well, a far more positive outlook on the prospects of doing business in and with the city of Peterborough. The hard fact remains that our city competes for new economic development with every other municipality in Ontario and beyond. And we are constantly required to raise the bar of our performance and do better, period. When we do better, as is the case of Seneca College, the announcement was made there, the recent Nordy announcement, the new Atria development with the YMCA, we succeed in ways that truly benefit our entire community. While our local economy is reasonably well diversified, while we have an outstanding workforce ready to get on with any job, and while we have great organizations doing good work in support of the business community, we still have challenges ahead. For example, the industrial makeup of our city is changing as our traditional manufacturing sector evolves. The makeup of our community is changing as well. Most of our older residents have left or will be leaving the workforce. Like most of the Western world, we are facing a labor shortage as our population ages. And many of our younger workers are looking to relocate to other markets. Of course, we are not alone with these challenges, but we are indeed alone in the quality of the offering we present to prospective investors, such as a magnificent environment for business and family life, a unique blend of urban, rural, and recreational amenities, the best big city and small city living accommodations anywhere in Ontario, if not Canada, affordable land and services, first-class educational and community assets, a tradition of innovation and entrepreneurship, and every advantage that can take us to the next level of sustainable economic opportunity and progress. We have a magnificent region to sell with remarkable competitive advantages, but we always need to be hungry about it. We need to be determined in pounding our chests and pounding the pavement, telling the world why Peterborough is the best place for investment, as if our future depended on it, because it does. What I want to speak about today is the best way to organize ourselves to act on that vision. The Greater Peterborough Area Economic Development Corporation, or PED, was created some 14 years ago to provide economic development and tourism services to both the City of Peterborough and the County of Peterborough, whose taxpayers provide its core funding. The recognition of the regional nature of our economic market was a good decision at that time, and it still is. 2 years ago, the operations of what is now the PED, Peterborough Economic Development, were amended through Memorandum of Understanding to better define the mandate and services of the organization, and to put in place a new scorecard of performance requirements. These were good decisions. I supported them, and they have set us on the right track. Let me just give you a bit of an example. The key status activity update that was recently brought forward to the city. The third quarter was very positive with respect to results. 549 new jobs created by the private sector, and the support of 614 to date, 400 by Nordia, 49 through BAC Business Activity Advisory Center, 50 by Savage Arms, 15 by Hendricks Hydro, and 100 by Menex. 20 startups, relocations, expansions for a total of 54 to date. 14 million in economic impact for a total of 17.3 million to date. 2 new investors we're working with potential to invest over 31 million in our economy for a total of 9 clients who have potential to invest 176 million in our economy. This is a record quarter and a record year for the Peterborough Economic Development Organization with respect to assisting and facilitation of private sector jobs. The best results in 14 years. Today I want to announce a new organizational step for Peterborough Economic Development, which will even take us further down that track in the interest of improving accountability and performance. I will also be recommending to both City Council directly and to County Council indirectly that Peterborough Economic Development undergo a corporate reorganization according to the following principles. First, I'm recommending that the organization report directly to a senior staff person in each of the city and the county governments, who in turn will report to his or her respective council. In this manner, the activities of the organization would be subject to the same reporting and accountability requirements as any other department in the city or county government. Second, the organization would continue to undertake a detailed review of its responsibility as it has been doing in preparation for its new strategic plan, with the expressed purpose of limiting its activities to 4 areas: the retention of economic activity and employment, the attraction of new economic activity and employment, the promotion of tourism and visitor information, and the Business Advisory Center and any relevant services funded by other governments or agencies. Any activities outside of these 4 areas would be abandoned, with the results that existing resources would be allocated to fewer functions. Third, given this new reporting relationship and responsibilities, the organization will be changed and charged with redefining its vision, revisiting its memorandum of understanding, rationalizing its human resources, and reviewing its physical space requirements in relation to its new and more limited scope of activity. Fourth, the Board of Directors will be asked to work with the city and the county to consider and report on how it can best play a role in support of this reorganization. The board has been very helpful and very successful in providing business expertise and the connections they have made in the engagement of the wider business community. And I look forward to their counsel and their continuing role. I have consulted with the county warden, Mr. Jones, who is in agreement with these principles, and we will fully consult with both city and county councils going forward. These proposed changes, in my view, are very important. They will signal to investors that we are redirecting ourselves to the retention and attraction of new jobs as a primary commitment of the new councils of both the city and the county. And that we're following a new course to make that happen by being directly engaged in the process. To effect these changes, we will help create an economic development organization that is more directly integrated with its funding governments, that is more accountable to these governments, that is more tightly focused on its operations, and makes more efficient use